The learning outcome of this video is for you to be able to describe the characteristics, merits, and limitations of a sole proprietorship. In this video, we will discuss a type of business organizations in Singapore which is sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a type of business that is exclusively owned, managed and controlled by a single person with all authority, responsibility and risks involved in running that business. It is the easiest form of business to set up and operate. Next, let's discuss the characteristics of a sole proprietorship. First, as the name implies, it is single ownership. An owner basically starts the business by bringing together all the resources herself or himself. Second, there is no separation of ownership and management. The owner himself or herself manages the business as per his or her own skill and intelligence. There is no separation of ownership and management as is the case with a company form of business organization. Third, it is less legal formalities. The formation and operation of a sole proprietorship form of business organization involve limited legal formalities. Thus, its formation is quite easy and simple. The fourth characteristic is no separate entity. The business unit does not have an entity separate from the owner. The businessman and the business enterprise are one and the same, and the businessman is responsible for everything that happens in his business unit. The fifth characteristic is no sharing of profit and loss. The sole proprietor enjoys the profits alone. At the same time, the entire loss is also borne by him. No other person is there to share the profits and losses of the business. He alone bears the risks and reaps the profits. Number 6 is unlimited liability. The liability of the sole proprietor is unlimited. In case of loss, if his business assets are not enough to pay the business liabilities, his personal property can also be utilized to pay off the liabilities of the business. And the last characteristic is control. The controlling power of the sole proprietorship business always remains with the owner. He or she runs the business as per his or her own will. Now let us look at the merits of a sole proprietorship. First, it is easy to form and wind up as minimal legal formalities are required. Second, it is quick for a decision to be made and prompt for an action to be taken. Third, it is a direct motivation for the proprietor to work hard and run the business efficiently, and as profitably as possible. Fourth, there is flexibility in operation. It is very easy to effect changes as per the requirements of the business. Fifth, it is the maintenance of business secrets as the business secrets are known only to the proprietor. And the last one is personal touch. Since the proprietor himself handles everything relating to business, it is easy to maintain good personal contact with the customers and employees. What about the limitations? The limitations of a sole proprietorship include first, limited resources. Being the single owner, it is not always possible to arrange sufficient funds from his own. Second, lack of continuity. As the business is linked with the life of the proprietor, illness, death or insolvency of the proprietor can lead to the closure of the business. The third one is unlimited liability. The fourth one is limited managerial expertise, as a single person may not be an expert in all fields. The last one is it is not suitable for large-scale operation as the resources and managerial ability is limited. To recap, these are the characteristics of a sole proprietorship. And these are the merits of a sole proprietorship. This is the end of this video. See you in the next one.